So we got quite the banger to review today. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sneaker Circle. It is your boy Danny back with another review, another video, another treat. Now in today's video we're gonna go over the special box version of Concepts Orange Lobster. Now these are dope. I'm gonna get into release details, I'm gonna get into retail. This isn't my pair specifically, this is my friend's pair, so shout outs to him. I do have a retail special box on the way. Praise be the Most High. Super lucky retail hat. I'll get into it during the review. Let's just get straight into it. So statistically, I know you guys like to see the shoe beforehand, so I'm gonna open the box, I'm gonna take it out, and then we're gonna cover everything else. Capiche? Capiche. It's quite the setup. It is quite the setup. In today's video, we are gonna be reviewing these bad boys right here. Oh. These are Concepts Nike SB. What would this be? The fifth Lobster, basically? Yeah, this is the fifth Lobster. At least the released Lobsters. You can't count yellows or whites. This is Concepts' take on the Orange Lobster, an elusive colorway that you can find in the wild. 1 in 30 million chance, I think it is. That being said, I'm gonna take these out and then we're just gonna get into it. Let's go. So, bam, here we go. Nike SB. Lovely, lovely things. I'm not gonna show you the regular rainbow box because I feel like it's the same with every other shoe or the other Nike SB. You do have this Medicom Bear Brick celebrating the 25th anniversary of Concepts. So there's that little detail. This is 100% and 400%. If you're not familiar with the sizes, the 400% is about that big. I have 100% right next to me. Hold on. This is the 100% size. It's pretty small. It's a nice little display piece. You can get like cases for them and stuff. So the box itself is designed to look kind of like a wooden crate or a frame in this case. And then the outside of the box is that golden Versace-esque design. These were an Art Basel release, technically. So Concepts did have a pop-up down here during December 2nd to December 4th. That's how this pair was acquired. Your only way of getting it is either directly knowing someone at Concepts or getting really lucky with this sneakers pass. Either one, you had so many chances to get it, but they were pretty elusive. And then obviously Concepts had its online raffle. It was a shit show. It was really, really bad. I was in Puerto Rico at the time celebrating the marriage, so I didn't even really get to enter, but I mean, it is what it is. The box is beautiful. We have Salvador Dali's Lobster telephone right here. That's the whole tie-in to Art Basel. That's the theme. That's what he's basing Orange Lobsters off of. And again, Orange Lobsters are something you can find in the wild. So let's just get straight into the shoes, right? So I don't really have to be so far away. Let me just hit us with that quick zoom. Am I right? Orange Lobster Nike SBs. Traditionally, these just bring so many memories to me. It's crazy. I started off with Jordan when I started collecting in 2007, but I really transitioned into Nike SB at the time. I was skating myself. They were my favorite skate shoes. Mids were undefeated. And I think Blue Lobsters were the first actual release I went to try to grab in hand. So just having these in front of me and knowing I have a pair coming, beyond stoked, beyond hyped, best Christmas gift ever. And to that, I want to shout out to my boys Jug and Kevin on Instagram. Those fellas really helped me get that pair for retail. Really appreciate you guys. It's all love. So looking at the shoe, my first thoughts, these were leaked like earlier this year, and in August we saw all those early no box pairs kind of like get leaked, or the Fugazi pairs I like to call them. You can't prove authenticity. I'm not gonna get into that in this video. I'm just not. But initially I was a little disappointed with the speckle pattern. It's something I also was a little disappointed with the green pair and the purple pair. But in hand, the pattern's really, really nice. So I'll try to get as close as I can, just so you can kind of see what that looks like. The band, the black band, I know it was like a stir controversy with that private boutique or whoever they are, and then Dion actually commenting and causing like a whole rough or Rift or whatever. And look, we have black bands on these, but like Dion said, there are also other color bands. So it's not anything out of this world. I don't mind the band color. I think they complement very well. Don't wear them with the bands, please. Just don't. I saw so many people doing that with the original colorways. Just don't. Just don't. So if you've never owned a pair of Lobsters before, have seen a pair in person, the whole upper of the shoe is nubuck. You have nubuck, lighter color nubuck traditionally on the toe box and darker coming throughout. The speckles are usually a little more pronounced, especially on the earlier pairs, but I guess this is the way just Nike does it now. It's not nothing, you feel me? Like, you can still notice them, you can still see that there was a detail to it. It looks like a Lobster shell if you've ever had Lobster. My favorite detail about the Lobsters is actually the swoosh. So you have this harder, almost plastically, really smooth matted swoosh on top, and then you have a leather swoosh on the bottom. It's a really nice touch. I really appreciate this one. Initially, you would think this doesn't last, but the 2008 and 2009 models of Lobsters, so red and blues, they're just fine. They're dandy. If anything, the nubuck gives out before this, or the actual color of the nubuck. On all Lobster models, you do have this picnic material or inside. It's a polyester. They're really known, especially if you're hunting for a pair of Lobsters now, they're really known to get like rips right here from wear. It's one of my like most hated things in the world, but it is what it is. You feel me? So swoosh details here, swoosh details here. Look how nice that Nike looks on the back. Beautiful. Let's have both of them while we're at it. I love them. I love them. This, I gotta admit to you guys, I think this is gonna be contender for sneaker of the year for me. Solely on the way, like the memories they bring back, how well it was executed, and how nice that orange looks contrasted with the black and white. It's a really nice shoe. So I have seen a couple early pairs come with this blue lace that's kind of peeking out right there. I was assuming it was a kind of a lace exclusive to special box, but seeing regular box pairs have them as well, I guess it's just what comes with the sneaker. So this is supposed to represent the actual, like, I'll post a picture of it right here. That's what an orange Lobster looks like, and they have those teal like rubber bands around their claws. That's what this is really supposed to represent. I've seen some people put them in and wear them. I actually think it's really nice. I'm not the biggest fan of the actual orange lace you get, so I'll get as close as I can. You can kind of tell how it's not the same orange. It's too dark. It's not the same shade. And if I grab them and I compare them to the actual sole, even the sole is still, well, it's closer to the sole than anything, but still, I don't want to match the sole. I just don't. So white or that teal colorway, definitely the way to go. Really, really love these. Like, this is probably, they might take spot number 1 for me. I really do think they might take spot number 1 for me. So a reason I honestly thought that was going to be exclusive to the special box, that lace, is I'll show you my examples right here. So the Red Lobster, when they initially released in 2008, they released with a special crate, a special box per se, and yellow laces that were supposed to symbolize butter. So it was like lobster and butter. It was classic Boston, you feel me? And then when the Blue Lobsters released a year later, there was a whole idea of the toxic lobster. So they had neon green laces. I wasn't the biggest fan of the neon green laces, but the packaging for the Blue Lobsters was insane. It was a containment package. It came like in styrofoam. I loved it. I know the purple and the green pairs also have special boxes where like they're on ice, Lobsters on ice or something like that. I wasn't really the biggest fan of those, but now that I know, like, I never saw them in person either, you feel me? Like, you don't get a lot of Nike SB wearers down there. And since that was at the very like beginning of the Nike SB and the Dunk resurgence for Nike, all those pairs and all those releases were just going crazy, you feel me? I feel like it's arguable to even say that the Lobsters helped tip that off, besides like Travis Scott wearing Nike and Nike SB more often, and Dunks coming back, especially like around that 2020 frame, because in 2018, that's when Lobsters released, and even they went crazy. So retail for the special box was approximately $350. Tax and ship left you at $400 even. You're basically buying a PS5 at that point for retail, probably a little less. And I'm not gonna lie, for what comes in the box, I don't think that's a terrible price. The shoes themselves are $130, $140 in some retailers and some boutiques, while that Bear Brick, since it's a special edition, since it's a collaboration, can go anywhere from like $200 to $210 retail. I know there are some Bear Bricks out there that only go for like $100 or $150 retail, but I feel like since it's like, Medicom and concepts, that retail just gets a little bit higher. And another thing that really like threw me off initially was these bands. So on one you get concepts, on another one you get 20 years, but then on the Bear Brick and in the sneaker video, Concepts is celebrating its 25-year anniversary. So why do we have a band that says 20 years? Is 20 years supposed to signify Nike SB? Because there is the fact that Concepts was one of the first, I guess, stores or boutiques to really sell Nike SB or Pro Bs in that era. In that era, Nike SB wasn't really an established brand. It was kind of like offing itself to like more skater focused. So you got like Pro B models that transitioned into the first line of Nike SBs. You got the Danny Suplas, you got the Sharks, you got Load-ins, you got all those classic original colorways with really, really fat tongues. They're diehard classics. To this day, I still regret selling my Load-ins when I had them. So that's my guess. 20 years, because that's 2002 when Nike SB officially came out with its first like generation or, you know, brown box era, to now 2022 where it's 20 years later. So that, I don't know. I feel like this could have said 25 years and it would have made a lot more sense. I don't get that, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. You feel me? All right, I really wish I could throw these on feet, but they are unfortunately not my size. I will throw like a TikTok or a reel or something when I get my pair in, because that's 100% not staying dead stock in the box. Those are meant to be worn and they will be worn by your boy. So that's where I'm gonna end this video. If you liked the video, if it helped in any way, shape, or form, if you need sizing information, just drop a comment down below. I'll try to help the best that I can. If not, then thank you for taking this time to be with me to watch this video. Happy holidays, my guy. I'm trying to get this out before Christmas, you know, Hanukkah, end of Hanukkah time. I don't know what you celebrate, but that's what I'm trying to get it out before. Love you guys. Be blessed. Stay safe and enjoy your family time. I'm out.